The Second Industrial Revolution, also known as the Technological Revolution, refers to the period in United States history that covered important inventions in the later half of the 19th century until 1940 and the World War I. During the Second Industrial Revolution, so many inventors invented inventions. So starting with the first one, the Singer sewing machine. In 1855, inventor Isaac Singer patents the sewing machine motor, and his practical designs could be adapted for home use. Isaac Merritt Singer was an American inventor, actor, and a businessman. He made important improvements in the design of the sewing machine and was the founder of the Singer Sewing Machine Company. Now comes the elevator. In 1853, American inventor Elisha Otis established a company for manufacturing elevators and patented a steam elevator in 1861. His breaks made skyscraper a practical reality. So in 1852, Elisha Graves Otis invented the first safety brake for elevators. With his installation of the first safe elevator in 1853, he literally started the elevator industry. His inventions enabled buildings and architects' imaginations to climb ever skyward, giving a new and bolder shape to the modern urban skyline. Today you can ride an Otis elevator with confidence, knowing that it represents 150 years of experience in both safety and quality. Number 3. The typewriter. In 1867, Christopher Schultz invented the first practical typewriter during the Second Industrial Revolution. Christopher Schultz invented the typewriter with the help of Carlos Glidden and Samuel W. Soule. Although other important inventors had tried to make a typewriter, but they weren't commercially successful. But Christopher's typewriter was certainly the most successful one. Although Schultz soon disowned the machine and refused to use it or even to recommend it, this was the origin of the term typewriter. Number 4. In 1876, Bell had advanced his work to the point where he was able to transmit sound using a method that involved a needle vibrating in water, which caused the electrical current to change. The change in the current was what transmitted the sound. Alexander Graham Bell, the Scottish-born American scientist, best known as the inventor of the telephone, worked at a school for the deaf while attempting to invent a machine that would transmit sound by electricity. Bell was awarded his patent for the telephone on March 7, 1876. Number 5. The electric light. A brief history of the light bulb. The electric light was one of the everyday conveniences that most affects our life. Was not invented in the traditional sense in 1879 by Thomas Alva Edison, although he could be said to have created the first commercially practical incandescent light. In 1879, Thomas Edison filed for a U.S. patent for an electric lamp using a carbon filament or strip coiled and connected to platina contact wires. Number 6. The camera. In 1881, David Howson patented the roll film for cameras, and in 1844, George Eastman patented paper strip photographic film. In 1881, a farmer in Cambria, Wisconsin, Peter Howson, invented the first roll film camera. He was issued an 1881 patent for a roll film holder which he licensed to George Eastman. Number 7. The arc light. During the Industrial Revolution, oil lamps and gas lamps in large areas were replaced by carbon arc lamps. Carbon arc lamps were used on the Brooklyn Bridge, one of the wonders of the Industrial Revolution that was opened in 1883 and heralded as one of the greatest engineering feats of all time. Lighting methods using electricity and incandescent lamp were an important feature of the Second Industrial Revolution. Number 8. The diesel engine. In 1892, Rudolf Diesel invented the diesel-fueled internal combustion engine. In 1898, Rudolf Diesel received a patent for an internal combustion engine he called the diesel engine. Rudolf Diesel, who is best known for the invention of the engine that bears his name, was born in Paris, France in 1858. His invention came while the steam engine was predominant power source for large industries. In 1885, Diesel set up his first shop in Paris to begin development of a compression ignition engine. Number 9. The radio. In 1896, the Italian inventor Guglielmo Marconi sent and received Morse code-based radio signals at distances spanning nearly 4 miles. The same year, Marconi got the first patent in wireless telegraphy in England. In 1897, Serbian-American Nikola Tesla invented the induction coil or Tesla coil, a device essential to sending and receiving radio waves, and applied for his first patents in radio work in the United States. Last but not the least, number 10, the airplane. In 1853, George Cayley invented the first manned glider, but in December 1903, the Wright brothers, Orville and Wilbur Wright, invented the first plane that is not powered by wind. Orville Wright flew the gas-motored plane for 12 seconds over a beach in North Carolina. His invention revolutionized transportation system. By 1905, the Wright brothers had what they considered to be a practical flying machine, which was later named the airplane. These were the 10 most famous inventions that were invented during the Second Industrial Revolution.